4 seconds. Can probably.
My baby's on her way. And when she get here, man, I can't tell you.
Before we jump into tonight's entire stream, guys, we do have announcements coming up soon involving the monthly TTRPG stuff and a few other surprises down the way. But right now, I hope you guys are prepared for an entire month of sessions, because when we were trying to do some stuff for scheduling sakes, some stuff had to be moved over because IRL stuff had to come into play. Some of it was me. Well, a lot of it was me. So we're just gonna try to make it up for you guys for a full-blown month of sessions. Starting today, where... let us get to the table and dive into everything accordingly.
A reason?
So, welcome back, everyone, to Tidal Roll, the show where a bunch of whack-ball, insane creatives sit around and play a lot of TTRPGs. I am your scribe, your DM, your GM of Erebus, and welcome to a brand new thing for Campaign 1.5, The Chronicles of the Council, where this is actually going to be session 65, which means after this session, guys, we're actually going to, and I quote, "Hey buddy," do the best ofs starting next month from all of Act 2, where we're going to be going over our best moments from the start of Act 2 to now. So prepare for those on the archival Twitch, YouTube channel for Twitch, for all the best ofs from here on going forward. But with enough preamble, let us jump back in with where we were last time, where after basically getting the attention of a legendary creature, and Volan, although trying his best to not get eaten, ended up getting the Pisani whip destroyed while being devoured by a gargantuan blue megalodon. The party had dived into a multitude of different affairs to try and save Volan from being digested, going through a whole lot of problems here and there, and they did come out victorious, if not filled with a lot of questions about what can they do now, what is Dahl, what's going on, and various other things that are still wrapped up inside their own minds. Will they get answers for it now, or will it be something for time to reveal? Only the adventure will reveal itself. Fortunately, for the time being, the party was happy enough to get some pristine dino meat that they've been craving to get as a reward, along with a map to come back here, the artifacts and whatnot, and they're relinquished from their job as of right now to at least get some more information in the ongoing future. Where once they left the ziggurat side with everyone in a temporal space to return to the natural world within the rustic side of the ziggurat, aka the reality of life, our story now begins where, after trailing from the ziggurat, the party is now going to talk to the elder and everyone involving his tribe. Loud ambiance aside, I'm sorry, audience. So, guys, you are in the Palmoy tribe, the Palmoy village, as it were, to handle some business. What do you guys want to do first?
Colin just keeps on thinking to himself, my hubris to eat this thing. It had consumed it.
You're thinking that doll's still eating whatever remnants of the tail meat she's chomping on?
If that remnant is enough to feed most giant creatures for at least 5 days.
So we can expect her to be chomping on it for 5 days. Well, it'll save us on the cookie budget. We're gonna have to
Say
make those
cookie?
foot long ones. No, I did not say cookie.
No cookies.
Hmm.
Eat your tail, doll.
Maybe
She-
later we can get cookies.
She just turns around to look at her own tail. I don't want to eat my tail.
Not that one!
But you said eat my tail.
Because the tail you are holding, that you are munching on, is yours. Nobody else is going to eat it. That part's all for you.
I'm very confused, but okay.
Just go back to
Chomp.
Should be able to talk to the mayor, indeed. Wait, hadn't we done that?
Not yet.
Would divide and conquer or do things one at a time?
Aren't you the one always saying not to split up?
Yeah. It's traditionally not a good idea to split apart. It reduces our effectiveness in combat. However, despite that, I think that you know what? On second thought, let's just
Yeah, we should.
continue to it. What?
We should stick together and.
Yeah. All right. Let's stick together for safety. And head towards the elder? Question mark.
Well, that and we're underground.
As Doll is pointing to the sky crystal that still is indicating it is roughly still morning time.
In other words, I am the north side of useless.
Yeah, more of the south side of confusion.
Continue eating your tail.
I'll tell you what to do.
So as you guys are being pushed by Amy, who is just not having shenanigans right now, Elder Chalakai is just eating stew at the moment. He's an old man that's vibing. He's just
Ain't
an
got no
old
problems.
dog man that's vibing. There's no worries for the rest of his days. But as soon as he hears you guys' footsteps, he puts down the bowl of hey, hello, youngins.
Hello there, sir. Let's see.
'Tis a pleasure, but I'm not gonna give you my stew. This is my lunch.
Appreciate that. Though we're good. We've got.
I wasn't
Thank you.
offering. I'm saying this is my lunch. I know it's still morning, but it's mine.
We have shark meat.
Yeah, we're all right. We're not going to take your stew.
Okay, 'cause it's mine. They made it just for me. It's for my pills.
And I'm sure that is very important. But rest assured, we are not going to take it.
Very good. So
Practically drowning in meat.
I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking when you just said that. So
Geez, you do the talking.
what can I do for you youngsters today? 'Cause my warriors were telling me that they've got news that the blue megalodon was taken care of, and they're gonna be bringing meat home soon.
That was, or we had a hand in it.
Okay.
Or maybe to be more accurate, they. I spent most of my time in the stuff.
Why would you tell people that?
Because I can smell of megalodon gut. Not like they're.
I just thought you were using a different kind of cologne, but okay.
Why?
But what can I do for you?
That is a very good question. I look at these.
Don't look at me.
Don't look at me.
I think we came over to tell you the good news.
Okay. Well, if anything, I have news for one of you. Whatever one smells like ink and paper.
Yes, that's supposed to.
Oh, I thought it was me for a moment there.
No, you smell like sadness and death.
Oh. I mean, you're right. Oh.
I can't
Yeah,
tell what you
don't.
look like. I'm blind. What do you want from me? I'm an old man. I can't see anything. I have my stew in my lap. What do you young people want from me?
I assure you, sir, we are not trying to accost you or make fun of your blood.
But whichever
Okay,
one
just-
smells like... Yes, death and sadness one. What do you want?
I just wanted to know what kind of stew it was.
Well, if you must know, it's Carnotaurus meat grounded up and then put into a nice little broth essence, right? Then you take star fruit to then grind it into a nice paste, make it into some seasoning powder. Then you start to drizzle it with a little bit of cayenne pepper. Once that is done, to merge in with the broth, you then have some sliced up triceratops steak cubes. And then you grind it up from a lack of teeth in the back, and then here we go. We got my stew.
During that entire explanation, Poland just slowly cranes his neck towards Dahl with a look that says, "You just had to get him rambling, didn't you?"
You look at Doll. She's just writing in whatever straight piece of meat and is actually just like scribbling the doodles of the dinosaurs. Okay. So I have to substitute that with this, substitute that with that. Got it. Thank you.
Oh, I already knew they weren't regular or normal megalodons, sweetie, but thank you very much. As he's just patting Amy's hand for an explanation involving how everyone needs to use magical attacks of the elemental variety for any sort of unusual megalodons. Now,
Not to.
yes, ink and paper boy, what is it?
I was just going to try and bring it back on topic, but it sounds like that was what you wanted. So, please, forgive me. Continue.
For the love of God, I didn't live this long to be interrupted by young people all the time.
Sorry. I'll be quiet.
He then just kind of gets himself up by pushing up from his stump to then just do the old man shuffle to the side to pull some leaves over to then just showcase that there are around 5 crates that are cracked open that are all familiar looking books to the ones that are in the satchel you have Blake carrying your books. Where, upon close examination, these are crates that hold up to 400 apiece. So these are 2,000 additional books to the ones that you got from the ghost train.
How did you get a hold of these?
My hunters were out a while ago, and they found these in an abandoned camp. Funny story. Some green-skinned woman was there with a bunch of charred bodies, and my hunters said that this was someone's calling card for some wise guy that decided to act like he's somebody. Don't know what that means. And left these crates.
Oh, I would pass on my thanks, but she wouldn't want to hear
You know the green-skinned woman?
it. Some. I don't necessarily. I don't. I have a hunch. She knows me. But let's just leave it.
Okay, not gonna pry. That's none of my business.
And thank you for these crates passed along. I'm not sure how we're going to get them back. This is too much for Blake to carry.
I don't know. I just know that these things they don't have a braille section, so I don't know. I know they're books, but I don't know.
That's fair, sir. Quick. Bolin reaches in and takes out one of the tomes and checks the spine.
Am I chopped liver, Dragon Boy? Is that what you're gonna be saying to your leader and cat? Is that what you're gonna fucking say to me, huh? Huh?
No, I'm not. What? What? What, Amatista? What?
I can lift these fucking things, you ass!
You can lift 5 of them at once?
Bitch, I might be able to.
Ah. Fine. I
Also,
wasn't gonna
these
volunteer
could
you as
probably lift them. What, you think women can't lift things right now, Volan? Is that what you're trying to
Oh
fucking say
my
right
god,
now?
that is not where I'm going with this. Jesus, what
Bolin
got
could
you?
carry at least 2 books.
Well, now I'm just insulted.
Look, if
I
I
don't
can
know.
throw a boulder, or even 3 with one hand, I can carry at least 4 of these crates with one arm, while Deez carries 1, while you can carry 1 fucking book.
Okay. I wasn't going to volunteer my party members as pack mules. This wasn't about a sexist thing. It was about a practicality thing.
I'm gonna remember this, Volan. I'm gonna remember this.
Ah, trying. I just can't win.
You should stop
Grab it.
trying and just start doing.
What is that even supposed to mean?
Damn.
There's a saying in my village: "Nice guys finish last."
Yeah, I've heard the phrase many times.
So you're examining one of the books?
Yes, I am. Checking the back of the spine. Did I recognize the title?
Well, it's not really a title per se that you're examining. What you're seeing is just a codex number from like a cipher system that you've seen that Gabriel's been doing a lot of times. And in it, you can tell that this is along the same lines as the books you've been reading up on, where all of the books thus far, since you have now 2,800 books from the library, they're all from his teenage years. These are all Gabriel's teenage journal entries of everything from when he was in the Nine Hells and beyond, from all of these stretches. But all of the codex spines that you're seeing all lead up to at least from him starting at 13 to just him at 17. These are like in a collection for his teenage years.
Jesus, God, right. Okay. Well, we're definitely going to want to take these with us. Amatista, would you be so kind as to assist me in carrying some of these?
I guess I'm gonna have to.
Practically volunteered yourself. I was hoping.
As she uses the crystal imbued arm to just put one on the shoulder of her right arm, and then just uses the talons on her feet to grab it, then throws it up to land perfectly on the other. Okay, I have 3. Doll, these, do you want to pitch in, or these, do you want to just be the sole muscle? I could do this all day, but,
No, I'll help out.
I can try. I don't know if I'm strong in this new body.
Doll, you are taller than nearly all of us. I think you can handle it.
So, and do you want to try out the new system since you've got a sheet in the process?
Sure.
Okay, this is going to determine a lot, so this will be your first muscle check.
Okay.
As for you, Fluff, do you feel confident in Doll's strength?
I do enjoy gambling.
Do a muscle check. So, and you're starting with 2 when it comes to muscle, by the way.
Oh, okay. So that is a 17.
Okay, add 1 to muscle, because the DC for these was 16.
Perfect.
Fluff?
That means I failed this one because I got a 14.
Yeah, -1 for you.
Punch it above that weight class, eh?
So, while Doll is just struggling to pick up the crate, Deez just picks it up to then just start walking behind Amy, who is just walking away casually. Leaving you, Volan, with Elder Chala Kai if you want to say anything else to him, or just leave with the others.
Thank you very much for the message, the books, and your overall wisdom and assistance.
You just see
And then
him
he's just
slowly turn to face you, tries to look you dead in the eyes with his glass over eyes, and then just lets out a very, very noticeable fart.
I think I'll just.
It was nice to meet you, young people.
Pleasure is over. That he gets out of there before you can start to smell it.
Scholar, hurry up!
Thank you, Candy, for the commentary in chat. I hope you guys are looking forward to Candy Cabot being at the monthly table for all the stuff that we're going to be doing every first of the month starting in October with a few other players. Anywho, as you guys are proceeding onwards to the entryway you guys know like the back of your hand, where at this point there are several different dinosaurs out at this point. Mostly a lot of vegetarian dinosaurs. Where, as you're kind of moving about, taking the last few sites, what do you all take in from seeing the old Oltos in general? Like, everything that you've experienced despite the hardships, what are you grasping from seeing this old world for what it is?
We have been back and forth through this world a few times now. Imagine any kind of wow factor or bewilderment has kind of worn off at this point, especially considering we've been worn down quite a bit from recent events.
Fair.
To how Bolin might be feeling now, he's probably not paying too much attention to the surroundings. He's not the kind of stop and smell the roses type of guy.
That's valid.
He's probably just thumbing through that one book that he has while walking behind everyone else.
You sure?
Uh,
No, I'm not saying it like it's a trap. I'm just like, are you sure you want to read one of the books? Because it gets into heavy places involving Gabriel's history. So I'm just trying to double check. Are you sure?
I mean, read might be a bit of a strong term since he's got to walk at the exact same time. He's likely thumbing through it and skimming through it to look for anything familiar based off of the other books he's been reading so far. If there's any continued on topic, because he knows he's not reading them in order.
That's fine. Do a deduction check for me.
All right.
You have good deduction. I believe in you.
I should. It's just a D20, is it?
D20, and then you're using whatever number is associated with deduction on your end.
Alright. Just using a new dice thing because we're working on those new sheets. Okay, so
We're trying to work it out so when we finally are able to do the beta test for you guys, you'll be able to do all of the things that we're setting up now. So do not fret.
well, I rolled 4 shit. That's 11.
11, you're fine. If it was like a 1, you'd be in a terrible peril, but it's just trying to grasp stuff from the journals. You're fine. You didn't succeed or fail, it's just you're fine.
I didn't glean much from the reading.
You gleaned some heavier things, as it were. The journal that you're reading... How do I address this? So, the journal that you're reading exactly goes into a few of the... Well, it goes into the spells that I gave you above table, where it just documents a couple of things. But I think the best way to really dive into this is that it's all about... They were in the creation process when Gabriel, as Mars, was sent to the second circle. The circle that's mostly for the people that have died or demons born from lust, perversion, and all sorts of carnal desires, where his grandfather cut him from being able to come home for, in demonic years, literally decades. He could not rest, he could not sleep, he was hounded, he was tortured, he was almost assaulted. It was a very heavy part of his life, and just the stuff that you're reading, where there are still tear marks on the pages.
Here, I thought I had shitty teenagers.
But do you have the list of spells I gave you back a while ago?
Got it fragmented in somewhere.
If not, I can just resend them to you. It's no big deal.
You might want to do that just in case I'm missing one because I think I have 2 in my notes.
You should have 3.
Yeah, okay, so I might be missing one.
I got you. I
Just
got
be
you.
in some rando location.
You're fine. You're fine. I got you. I got you.
He's always gone.
All right. I'm gonna have to break up the stuff just for a brief moment because Discord's a bitch.
Discord.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. These are not what I was thinking. So yeah, I don't think I actually had these at all. So good that you sent them.
No problem. But
All right.
yeah, that's just from that one journal, and it's out of a collection of nearly 3,000.
I have a very long spell book before the end of this. Oh well, let's fill out more stuff into the sheet. Works for me. Yes.
But it does kind of give you a small fragment into just Gabriel as a person about why he's so calm, cool, and collected now. Because it's like, what can you do to scare him anymore?
Well, admittedly, with the laundry list that is his life, I'm gonna say not a whole.
So that's Volan doing some stuff to learn some tricks of the trade from good old Gabriel. What about the rest of you guys? Because it's a pretty lengthy trek back. There are no wrong answers, guys. It's just you're wrapping your mind around everything while exiting out. The floor is yours. There are no wrong answers. I can see you're all deep in thought about what your characters would be doing at this time.
Yeah.
Just think of a creative way to say I'm still eating that tail.
Well, now that I'm being brought up,
I didn't name anybody.
oh, you didn't have to name anything. For Doll, besides taking various breaks here and there, because again she's trying to carry this crate, but she's not adapted to the new muscles yet. Besides just taking in the view from here and there, thinking there's a lot of mystery, not just in the world above, but below. The main thing that's kind of finally focusing onto her is her new body and these new REM flowers that have appeared on her, along with what was the water witch called Vivi?
Vivi.
Was that the name?
Full name Vivian, but just called Vivi.
The statement that Vivi said when they met on the train, just very briefly, was that someone else had a similar marking to her. Has her very just curious on that regard. And she's kind of just wondering what these flowers are, since apparently more has grown on her. It kind of wonders where that birthmark actually originates from, more or less now.
Fair enough. D's?
I was gonna say, Dee still thinks this place is just pretty cool and interesting, and there's like so much to learn about this place, and she's also kind of thinking like Candace would probably like to take a trip here sometime.
How did I know you were thinking about your hot wife?
Always.
Always.
So, according to Laurel, Amethysta is just keeping a eye looking around to prevent leading the way away from all harm and danger, keeping everyone away from the dinosaurs, because she knows her team is just obsessed with getting dinosaur meat by trying to do something stupid. Checking on
one
Doll, as she would know that she's not used to heavy lifting. Thinking about checking in on her parents, and like next time she's gonna be looking a bit different, just a bit different. Okay, well, luckily for all you guys, it's easy to get back to the entryway to just for Amethysta to fly up while carrying the crates. About as simple as riding a bike again. For D's, it's just a matter of using the cloud cloak to float up while accounting for the weight that you're carrying. Volan, you can just fly, so no big deal. It's just, how the hell is Doll gonna do this? Because with that failed muscle check, it's like,
We're not underground anymore?
The three of you are about to go into the catacombs. It's just, what is Doll gonna do?
Okay, before we step into the catacombs, I reduce her size. Doll, get on.
What? Wait, why am I eye level to you now?
So that I can carry you. You're a bit big at your regular size.
But if you can't carry a crate, how are you gonna carry me?
Eat the tail and don't ask any more questions.
I like asking questions.
Well, you're about to find out. I'm going to try and carry you. If it fails, it fails. But at least I try. And your size will go back to normal in a few minutes. Oh, what? You want to walk while the rest of us fly?
Fine.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Get on.
She hops on.
Alright. Do I need to roll a strength check?
Do you want to do a strength check?
Not if I can avoid it.
I mean, you've carried Doll in the past. Her original anatomy is whatever, but if you think that you want to push yourself to carry both Doll and the crate, you can do a strength check.
I mean, I'm not carrying a crate. Those two are carrying all of them. The only person I'll have on me is Doll and my...
Oh no, Doll's still just trying to drag the crate. I respected Fluff's decision to stick to the bit of trying to carry a crate she can't lift, and then trying to still contribute. So,
do I need to roll strength check to be able to carry a crate of books, Doll, my equipment?
I mean, I
Doll
was
on the
going to say
reduced
a
side.
muscle check, but you've used reduce, so it would just be a strength check.
I mean, it wouldn't make a difference as my muscle's the same.
Yeah, so it's just strength. I'm not gonna be an evil DM and just be like, use your weakest stat on your sheet.
I rolled a 19 plus 120.
Okay, not bad. You can effectively lift them like maybe you're a little bit more muscular than you thought.
Yeah, well, they can think that while I fly out behind them. That person's going to possibly know that is Doll at the moment.
I'm just imagining Doll's like, oh my god, he's actually strong.
You're just thinking, I didn't know turning pages was an exercise.
It's a good thing you didn't say that out loud.
No, she's just thinking it.
It's not even unfair. Jesus.
So, with the four of you, well, also with Umi, because she's passed out on Volan's back. I keep forgetting, because she's a quiet bean.
She's quiet and she's tiny. Nobody noticed.
Nobody notices the little cinnamon roll.
Little cinnamon roll is doing just fine where she is.
So, you guys were going to go from Old Toast, take one last look, seeing the grandeur of it all, and then proceeding into the catacombs yet again. Luckily, you guys have a map that's able to get you guys out super, super quickly, but this is just another last tour thing of, like, if you guys want to look at some sites, see if you've missed anything, or examine one last thing, now is the time. As I actually send a surprise over to you, Strider, for something that it's not complete, but at least it's something that we can work towards together. But in the meantime, while you guys are in the catacombs, if any one of you guys wants to do something while progressing outwards, by just retracing your steps, going back, now is the time.
I cannot think of anything.
I can't think of anything.
The only thing I can think is just for Doll's curiosity now she's no longer lifting a crate. Is just to kind of just see if she can use her specialize to do like a mystic check on something for just randomly, just to satiate her curiosity.
What check you doing?
Mystic.
Okay. Do a mystic check for me.
16.
16. That is a success, so add one to mystic. As you guys are trailing upwards while Doll, you are still gonna be dragging / carrying that crate. Volan is not that nice.
My hands need to be free to turn paper. I need to get my exercise.
Motherfucker. Using your mystic check, you're able to see, like, there are various deposits of leyline magics that have been used. But not in the way that you're expecting. Because a lot of it is trailing from magics that you're able to feel within yourself. Kind of like there's a psionic signature to it all. But not in the same way that you've seen Belovac do it. It's almost to a sinister edge from just how it feels like it has a heaviness to it, almost like it's built around hatred and vitriol. Even while you're passing by where the ancient automatons were as relics, it doesn't feel like the same magics were applied, almost like it was something different, something evil was here. I don't know if you know how to put to words what your feelings are, but it's not a good feeling as you're just still drifting out with the others to leave the whole catacombs, as it were.
I guess the best way to describe is just how her outward appearance would be. And to say she's paler than she usually is would be the statement, as she's even a bit more shaky. Because I'm not entirely sure how much of a negative force that magic would kind of be on her mind, but it would leave a mark, to put it in the least words.
Alright.
If that makes sense.
No, I got you. But you guys are able to kind of breeze through the catacombs from retracing your steps using the original entry point you guys had from heading back up, avoiding the river itself, well, except for Doll, who's just kind of Mulan chasing after Shang in training right now, just like, I'm gonna get this fucking crate up here if it's the last thing I do. I'm gonna contribute, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be a team player. Where, Fluff, you do know you could just redo a muscle check to see if it could be easier for Doll.
I know I could, but this is also someone who grew up in a stubborn society.
That's so true.
You don't say.
That is so true.
So it's like she's just learning to get past a lot of things. So it's just like, I'm sticking with the bit until it's super inconvenient.
Olin is way too distracted with reading to notice that her grip is terrible.
So, after the three of you that can fly are able to land at the entryway, you're all just standing around like, hey, wait a minute, where's Doll? Doll takes even longer to get up, where she is soaking wet. She is drenched in sweat, she is tired, but she is still like, I'm here, just still dragging and trying to carry the fucking crate.
I got the bags. Hey, does anyone else? Does anyone else hear the songs of the dead again?
For Christ's sakes, Doll, shift your grip.
I don't know, car. I don't know how to shift into gear fit.
Put the crate on the ground and try to hit her handhold, and then lift it again.
I don't want to hold your hand.
Not my hand, the crate.
Thanks, I know I was doing great.
Oh, for the love of... Olin just goes over, puts his hand on the top of the crate, forces it down on the ground. Let go. Let go.
She lets go.
Okay, check your hands out.
Good gods.
And try lifting the crate again. make sure that your grip is good. You need to suffer needlessly.
Amy's just shaking her head.
Look at me, I'm stellar. I know how to do drifting. I'm hitting a page. As she tries again and again. I don't know, 11 is my special roll tonight, because that is like with a lower roll from before.
Oh my
Really?
god.
Can I give an aid? Can I give an aid roll?
If it's like a help action, you can roll with advantage.
Okay.
I'm helping you. Take advantage.
The highest was still that. Was still
Are
that
you-
13. Because the second roll was lower.
The dice are like, nah, bitch, you ain't getting a better grip tonight.
11 is somehow my best number. Gotta keep rolling without mods.
Good fucking
so-
god.
I'm just gonna lower this down to a 1 in muscle.
Good fucking
This
god.
giant fucking thing is gonna have 0 muscle. I can't fucking believe this.
I'm not giant right now. You turned me smaller.
That doesn't affect
know what?
your strength.
I was hoping that it would. I was
to
kind of hoping that it
mentality.
would because I could just turn it off.
To Doll's mentality, that's what she's thinking it is. Hey, look at me, I can do
With
it.
If I remove the reduction, will the placebo effect grant her 1 more advantage roll?
It would, I'll allow it.
All right, taking that thing off. It's like, here, you're at your original size. Try
And it
again.
hits her head on the roof of the catacombs.
Well, yeah, she just picks it up. It's a 19 now.
And there you go. You're welcome.
Hey, look at me, I can do magic, I can read a book. I just can't think of my own books.
Wait, you did this in the catacombs?
I dispelled a spell. I didn't cast a spell. I dispelled a spell.
Actually,
He had done.
actually.
He originally done this
Oh, no,
when
no,
we were.
hold up. Hold up.
Hold
Hold up. This is interesting. Because the moment you
Thanks,
dispel it, the entire catacombs are aglow in a prismatic light. Almost like there are crystals resonating to show this is a mother lode of a collection of unknown gems of numerous grades. You guys weren't walking a normal path, you were walking a literal crystal road.
And Dahl and Volan do not notice one bit because they're too busy bickering.
No, Doll notices the shiny the moment she says, oh, "Okay, me, I can do." Why is everything glowing?
Wait, what? Huh.
With that brief
Question.
moment, you guys are basically in a rainbow bed of crystals that are a shimmering, just blanket of dazzling glory. When it's all just fading away, you're back in the darkness with just the light of the surface world to guide you.
Oh yeah, so where was it? Hey, look at me, I can do magic.
Oh, will you put a cork in it and just carry the books?
Okay.
I try and help you out, and all you do is complain.
I mean, someone has to with you.
Don't you think the others don't complain? Where have you been?
Amy just shifts the crates to her crystal arm to pull out the cosmic hammer and twirls it nonchalantly.
Okay, now you're just showing off.
If you two are done bickering, I suggest
I-
we move.
Is it been 24 hours for the arm to actually form?
It's not 24 hours yet. It's only been like at max 5 hours.
Then she would not be able to do that.
It's still hard enough of a substance to hold up the crates.
And
You could at least do it for at least a good few minutes before you put the hammer away.
okay, because I remembered what I said about that crystal.
No, I know.
I'm getting my food, so
Okay.
Okay. DM just wants to bend rules and be DM.
Oh, I wasn't bending nothing. I know the substance that we're working on, but I also sadly know way too much about what you can do with crystals because of a person I dated years ago. Anyway,
Ain't nothing wrong about learning, what is it, theology?
me. Anywho, once Amy's threat was very clear,
Come on.
where once you guys
More mad at me.
were able to proceed forward before anyone notices that the crystal is getting malleable, she swiftly puts the hammer away to then put it to her actual arm, like, okay, just gotta keep this up till whatever the fuck this is ends up settling.
Good over there.
I'm fine. I'm waiting for all of you to get the fuck out of here so we can go talk to the mayor.
We're right behind you. Come on. Excuse me for having to carry one of our party members.
Without a word, she just leads you guys out of the catacombs and back to the illustrious city itself that you all just know as the cyberpunk city of tomorrow. The living city that Doll still has questions about, but is not asking about. It is Karami, where right next to you guys on your left is the blinding light of the hotel known as the Squall. Although it's surprisingly a little rainy today.
Oh, hey.
Just a little rainy.
Wait, underground?
No, you guys aren't underground anymore. You're in Karami.
We're back on the surface.
Ah,
You're in the surface world now, boy.
okay. That makes more sense. Me without a cloak.
I mean, the only one that would be able to just be fine is Dee's. If Dee's remembers that she can just manipulate water.
I think you assume an awful lot from these.
I said if, not when.
It's only a matter of if.
Can I manipulate the water to be like one of those like air umbrellas that like we're not getting rained on?
I mean, you could do it. It's just you gotta grab the handle on the correct sword.
It's the what was it called? The Samonji, right?
Are you sure it's Samonji? Maybe it's the Blade of Torrent.
Maybe it's both.
Maybe it's neither.
Maybe this is bullshit.
Maybe it'll just cause the raid to get harder.
I mean, that would be funny.
It would be. That's the outcome I'm hoping for.
God damn it!
But you're using Samonji for this? No, I'm literally asking. I'm not trying
Yeah,
to...
yeah.
Okay. So, just trying to move your hand to where even with just one arm you're able to hold up the crate. You just grab the hilt of Samonji, went back to its normal appearance, by the way, and as soon as you just grab the handle, the rainwater that already hit you just floats up to make an actual water umbrella made just for you. I don't know how the rest of your party feels, but that's just you. You got your own water umbrella on a rainy day.
What? Who the... What?
Bitch. How fucking dare these? I thought we was friends.
I want to say cheater, but I don't know enough.
You can say cheat.
Cheater!
But hey, when one of your deities happens to have the element of water, they get to pull stunts like that.
So, do you guys want to do anything? Well, I mean, Deez is the one that drove you all here, so it's a matter of, can you guys find Deez's car?
I know I wrote that down in my notes. It was at the...
Every table needs a note taker, guys. If you're gonna be playing TTRPG games, have a note taker at your table. They help everyone because they're the ones that keep up the primary notes.
Weren't we...
It was that, like, was it the night park or whatever it was?
One of them, yes.
Yes, it was the one where we paid for a couple of days in advance, I believe.
Yeah, with,
It was the one also that was the most expensive, I think.
Mm,
it was the one with Goliath. Or, well, the gargoyle.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't remember the gargoyle's name.
You never asked for his name.
Right, no.
But do you remember where on Karami where that park is?
It should be by that tunnel we found.
So, you guys came not from the west end, this is the east end.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a matter of, does Deez remember where she parked? Remember, this is your designated driver, so she has to be the one to remember this.
Was nobody else paying attention to where she parked?
That's up to anyone that takes notes. I don't try to finagle or micromanage.
I mean, I can try and sniff where the car is, I guess.
Do a survival check then.
Damn that voice. Not after 2 days ago.
You guys are looking for a
Reroll.
Thunder Cougar Valkyrie.
I'm mulliganing this.
We gotta find
So
the
tired of-
Thunder Cougar Falcon Bird.
You know what? I'm using a different dice. I'm mulliganing this away. I'm not having any more bad rolls.
Oh, good lord.
Okay.
Do a test roll beforehand.
They are correct.
Apparently, this dice has a little bit of luck in it because that's a 19.
Plus.
No, that's the total.
Okay. Add 1 to your survival. You're able to pick up that new wax smell that's just faintly in the air.
It's this way. I can taste the wax on my tongue.
Ew.
How do you think I feel?
Probably terrible.
It's this way.
Why do you know what car wax tastes like? Are you licking my car?
Doll!
I was hungry once before I met you guys. I didn't have
So
enough
you
money.
ate car wax.
I didn't know it was car wax. It was in a trash.
Was it in a bucket?
It was in a shiny tin.
Yeah, no.
Gosh.
Don't trust
don't know.
anything really in a shiny tin. Unless
You're
it
saying this to a former kobold that is not going to work.
I was at tipsy.
Joel, do you know how to read common?
Can't read.
We're
We're
teaching
working on
you to read.
I've been working on that.
I think it's my
We
turn.
Fine.
We got the picture book.
Yes, we did. You did a great job.
I think I still have one of my childhood books.
We're discussing this just as Doll is just leading, just as she's trying to wipe the taste of oil or wax off her mouth, like.
You guys are able to follow Doll while trying to plan out a teaching schedule with enough forethought to end up at the night park near the southern entrance, where it's just that same Goliath is reading a book upside down.
You mean gargoyle?
Yeah, the gargoyle is reading stuff upside down.
Is he hanging upside down or is the book upside down?
He's hanging upside down with the book upside down.
Okay, so he's reading it right side up while upside down.
Putting a lot of thought into this.
These things are important. It's whether or
It's
not I'm
true.
going to make fun of him for holding it upside down.
Oh no, that's the point. The book is made to be read upside down. Because when you look at the cover, it is printed to look right side up, but the pages are made to be upside down.
So it is a book exclusively printed for beings that comfortably read upside down.
Yes.
That is a niche market.
Well, it was made by a bat folk, so...
And that explains a lot. Not that I've got anything against bat folk.
I hope not, because fucking
I
Cypher's
know
right
why!
there!
That's why I said that! That's why I said it!
Mm-hmm.
I don't! What's that for?
Not bad, just wanted to listen to.
I'll call her later. We had a lot going on.
You're gonna have to tell her about the new arm.
Oh, you're fucking right. How do you think
I'm
she's
just-
gonna take it? Whatever. Problems for later. Anybody want to ask the valet where the car went?
Stares at D's.
Yeah, driver.
You might
Leave
want
the
to let him know that we're here to pick up your car.
Yeah, I'm.
You can leave the crates with me if you want. I've got you.
Oh no, you got the crate.
Do you have the crates, Nolan? Can you hold the crate?
Why is everybody questioning whether or not I can lift goddamn crates? I swear to God. Fucking rolling for that shit.
Do a muscle check.
Finally.
Okay, you want a muscle check. Fine. Why is it oh. Okay.
Can I mess with him to give him disadvantage?
You don't have to, I just rolled a 1. This is what I deserve. This is what I
You have
deserve.
a -1, don't you?
Oh, you bet I
think it's-
do.
That's now
Actually, no, isn't it minus
-3. That's now
Minus
-3.
3?
You did a critical fail, my dude.
Okay, now my muscle's straight 0.
So,
I don't think you could get below a 1.
oh no, trust me.
It can go lower.
Since Strider wanted this, I'm allowing it. That is a -3.
Oh my god.
I don't know. You rolled a nat 1. So you just try to pick up the crate where it starts off nice, but then you somehow throw your back out so hardcore, you let out a twin draconic breath of fire and ice that almost hits the sky layer.
Fuck!
I'm just like, do you want me to hold it?
Yes, please, that'd be great.
Deez, can you just toss it up here?
Yeah, I'll toss it up.
Lands perfectly on the pile.
Olin just slowly lowers himself down.
And Doll picks you up and puts you on her back. And
Don't forget
Don't
Deez
worry.
on his back.
Don't worry.
Did you
My-
just fucking backbreaker me over your shoulder?
I'm about to. So, this happened with my great lizard before. Let me help you with your back. As I'm about to do a message check to help him crack his back.
You do remember Ume's on his back, right?
I use my tail. I use my tail to pull Umi off his back.
Please don't kill Umi while you're trying to kill me.
Alright, do a
No,
medicine
no.
check while... I want you, Deez, to do an observation check.
Alright.
30-20.
Add
You rolled
1
good there.
to your medicine.
Oh wait, my bad. That was an 18, but
I
sorry,
said
I was
what
looking
I
at the wrong
said.
step.
Add 1.
Yay.
You
And
needed
here
an
we
18
go.
to fix his spine.
There you go.
to come back. Lay on me.
You're gonna be feeling that for the next week.
My dog barely visits me, so that's why I did that.
Zelda!
Aw.
She already gone, Vince. Be gone.
Oh.
She doesn't like coming in my room right now with the kitten in my room.
God damn it,
Aw, that's
Zelda,
a shame.
you diva. Anywho, what's the results, Anne?
Dirty 20.
Add 1 to your observation. When you guys were doing that whole display, the gargoyle went up to see if anything happened, but as soon as you're locking eyes with him, he's able to fly down to land with just one knee to match you at as best as he can to your eye level. He is a big man. He is a big man.
He still ends up at chest level,
Yeah.
city level.
How may I help you? Wait,
Someone
don't I
answer.
remember you?
Probably. I left my car here.
No,
Few days ago?
from before. A few days ago. It's only been like 5 hours. What few days?
Okay, well, 5. I don't
Time
know.
dilation.
Time's
dilation.
time's weird.
Stop talking. I need to set your back just like this, a little bit like that.
I could have sworn I've seen you before. Did you used to have like silver and platinum tiara?
No, you must be thinking of someone else.
Just as one of those faces.
He
Stop
just
talking,
leans in closer to examine you. You look so familiar.
Yeah, a lot of people see us goblins all look alike.
What?
Anyway. Are you guys ready to go?
Just
I'm gonna
Jamie
turn
just-
back to everyone else.
just pulls back to stand up at his full height to then just press a button on his eye stone to have the Thunder Cuckoo Falcon Bird just emerge from underground where it is just glowing like it just got freshly detailed while in a subterranean holding place beneath the night park.
Now that's concerning.
Almost ready. Just need to twist him, pretzel him, undo it. Done.
Painful noises.
Thank you for leaving your vehicle with us at the night park. And hey, get away from here!
No, I'm just saying people can come to my own parking place. My own cardboard parking place over yonder. We're not gonna steal anything from your cars, we promise.
Get out of here!
No, I'm just saying you won't be pickpocketed.
Just looking over to see that it's a literal gecko variant lizard folk, just like,
It's okay, I'm not gonna rob you. I'm not gonna rob, I promise. I just want you to park in my box.
Thinks about spitting fire in this
I'll run your
direction.
box
Only
over twice
I will
with
get
you in
customers.
it.
I will get customers in my box.
and they just scuttles away. Just
Olin contemplates setting his box on fire, which is only interrupted by the searing pain of Dahl.
I think she was like slightly distracted while helping settle you down. I think I knew that guy. Oh, but I think I might have messed up your tail.
Ah!
Let me just. There you go.
Ah!
I would say at that point, the back would slowly start clicking into proper places.
I sure hope so.
It would
I think
actually.
so if it was
the
done
most
correctly.
satisfying sound ever. Just like,
Like, I make all the pain noises, but with the roll that they made, Volan's gonna feel amazing. at the end.
Oh yeah,
It's just gonna be
you're gonna
very painful
feel
on the
great
way
in a
there.
few moments. You're gonna feel amazing.
All she did was a corny you, basically. Just a little bit out of revenge.
Yeah, but she still took care of me at the end, so he can't stay.
It's basically how you guys communicate your friendship.
Pretty much.
You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
So you guys are able to get the crates into the trunk because it's one of those hammer space trunks. You guys are able to put Umi in the back
good
seat.
old fashioned. Bag of holding cast on a trunk.
Fabian really wanted you guys to see that Doll was not going to be the person to be just a pack mule for nothing, because Deez has an amazing wedding gift from a boar man that gets discriminated against all the time.
Well, we know if worst comes to worst, we can always convert the truck into a black hole.
No. That was a wedding gift.
You're not allowed to turn the Thunder Cougar Falcon Bird into a black hole.
Only
Desperate
Anne can
times, desperate measures.
only Anne can decide if it turns into a black hole or not.
Fine, but desperate
It's
times
my
desperate-
car, and I'll turn it into a nuke if I want to.
I get the honors of turning it into a nuke.
I'm the one who can TPK the party, not you.
Yes, that is definitely something that's clearly indulged.
So, you guys are all set to leave Karami and go to a Jurogi to see all the stuff in the cavernous city, if you want. Or you guys could stick around and just dick around, I guess. I don't know, it's up to y'all on that front.
Well, busy
think
marveling. Go ahead.
No. I was just gonna say, I think most of us are just tired of this place. We just want to probably talk to the mayor.
Okay.
Cole is just marveling about how fantastic his back feels. Like he's got a new tan.
So, after having D's just drive out as carefully as possible while avoiding eye contact with the gargoyle that knows a little bit too much about her princess days, it doesn't take you guys that long to get to Jirogi, where when you're just pulling into the pier section, the crew is still cleaning up the pier section because they're a whopping 20% done cleaning up the guts and everything. It's got more gore around it than a Romero movie.
Wait, did the gore increase?
No, that's still from what happened 5 days ago. Well, 6 days ago now.
Sad.
What do you want to do, Volan? Because I know you have a plan.
Plan.
I just thought you were having like a scheme thing to yourself, so I was like, what's the plan?
I got a few things, but most of them involve me going back to the blacksmith.
I mean, someone's got, well, I mean, everyone except for you, Umi, and Doll have Fabian's number. If Tiny were here, he would just have him in, like, the speed dial rune of, like, okay, who Tiny call? Rainy? Fefe? Cousin? Bello? Vovo? Dis. And then,
Short contact.
and then the grilled cheese store.
There's a
Right,
grilled
of course,
cheese
he's-
store?
There's a store.
Tiny knows a guy. He also probably at this point has his own cheese supplier.
He has his own buttered sandwich supplier at this point.
No, that is a personal family recipe. Who else but Tiny?
I miss Tiny.
Tiny will be
miss Tiny,
home
too.
soon.
Miss Tiny, but I don't want to lose Doll.
Anywho,
Curses. Alright, well. Yeah, Volan's primary plan is calling the blacksmith, stretching himself out, and getting to work on those books that he's been long neglecting.
that's a shit ton of stuff to read, my guy.
There's a shit ton of stuff to read. And you do.
All right. Anyone else? Because the crew gonna be trying to clean this up for a while.
Is Zala still in his fucking hammock?
Oh yeah, he is not cleaning a damn thing. He is just on the ship, just minding his own fucking business.
Okay, because I'm going to be dragging his ass to the mayor.
Oh god! I knew I shouldn't have been doing this in my poncho today.
Come on, we got to collect a reward for this.
I understand that. I just wanted to be made clear. I'm not cleaning a damn thing.
Why do you think I'm
Blame.
dragging your ass with me?
Wants you to explain things, not clean things.
I will accept this. And as you guys are watching Amy drag Zalas away, what are Deez and Doll doing?
Doll's just probably just trying to figure out a way to help, as she's mentally going over the little notes of magic she has in her head from the arcane schools, as she might try and use mold earth to help try and move a lot of whatever's on like the surface, to kind of gather it all up and then use acid spray or any kind of acidic based spells to try and start melting that stuff in like a congealed area that she can kind of close off to keep any smells in.
So you're living loam. Got it.
Ooh.
That is an idea. Deez?
Can I, I'd like to help clean, I was gonna say, can I, like, control the water, like waterbender style, just to wash
She
the,
just turned into fucking Katara at this point.
just to wash the deck and all that.
Actually, no. You would be turning into Korra, not Katara.
No, she can't bend all four. Well, I mean, there's also energy bending and she can't bend six. Well, how many elements did she bending? Because I feel like there were 7 or 8.
Yeah, I think we're at 7. That wasn't the part that I ever paid attention to.
Okay, so she can't bend 4 elements. She can just manipulate water because of a water goddess and a rain/storm deity.
So in other words, she's able to bend elements with the help of spirits. Yeah, she's the freaking avatar. She just can't do all 4. That's the difference.
Now just wait till I learn bloodbending. I'm
You son
joking.
of a bitch.
I mean,
If you
just
start pulling that shit,
that's just offensive water bending.
That's just being a blood hunter at this point.
We all wait. Wait. Why don't I just do that?
oh no, what have you done?
Wait. No, wait. That's a good ass idea, especially what I am now.
I know it's a good ass idea, but damn it, we shouldn't have had you think of it.
No, I'm helping cleaning up. I want to help do that.
Oh no, now that she's gonna learn how to do it because she's moving all the blood and gore right now. She is going to discover blood bending.
I will say this, and if you're going to try to control the water from the overall gore in the cavern pier, you have to decide, are you using the Blade of Torrent or using Samonji? Because there is going to be a difference for how it is from the deities themselves. Unemiya and Umakos work differently when you're doing something on a scale like this.
I mean, I was just thinking of like moving the water out of like a bucket or something and then just washing.
Okay.
Boring.
But that does sound cooler.
Seriously, come on.
I totally didn't say it. Just for shits and giggles, man.
I love Anne. I hope the internet knows I love Anne, because only Anne would be like, I'm just gonna think very small, like a bucket, you know, just a humble bucket. The rest of us, okay, so
This is a bucket.
Blood bending.
I was thinking you grab like ocean water to start fucking sanitizing that shit.
like being Percy
That would be a
Jackson
good idea,
for a
too.
day.
Basically. That's what-
My hyperfixation is fucking cool.
Sorry, I just wanted to become Poseidon for a little bit. Hang on.
Oh my god. I love it here sometimes.
Jesus.
Okay. So, before we get to Anne's big decision on that, elaborate on what you wanted to do, Fluff.
So, you had mentioned basically being a blood hunter and everything like that. I was like, I'm a hemoblade now,
Correct.
and a transfigured creature.
I do not like that math, but keep going.
It's not what you're. At least I hope it's not what you think. I want to tap into the whole ethereal side to at least collect all this into a massive area, kind of like how in like olden times they did for funeral pyres and everything. Just get it to a select area, kind of thing. Just bend all the gore as much as I can, just into a specific area that I would use mold earth to just sink it into a pool of gore that we could try and figure out the next step after.
Okay. I'm getting visions of Dead Man Wonderland now, so I'm on board. A very underrated anime and manga, I will add.
Very, very good.
That name sounds familiar.
So, I will say for that, I want you to do just a straight D20. I will explain later, but just a straight D20.
Sure. I'm mulliganing this.
Why?
You don't know if it's a good or bad. You don't know
I'm
if
not
it's
trusting
high or
a
low.
2. I'm not trusting a 2.
Oh my lord.
Oh.
If it's in the middle, I'll take it. Well, at least it's a little bit on a different scale. It's a 5.
Okay, so
Oh god.
as you're just trying to twist the blood around you with a 5, it does sort of twist a bit in your surroundings, but in doing so, it just causes a massive bubble. Just, it starts to go small, but then just starts to rise up, rise up, rise up. And then as soon as you're thinking you're going somewhere, just pops and then hits you in the face.
I'm going to make it worse. She looks it.
It tastes like 7-month-old dead people.
I've had worse.
So now to you, Deez, about which sword were you grabbing? Holy sh! Is that Crow? And is that Crow?
It's been forever since I've I don't remember most of the characters. I just was like, what's a GIF that represents the show without
It is
like,
Crow!
spoiling anything?
Holy shit! This man was a savage. I was into
doing this
Satan
once,
way
once.
too much. Anyway, what sword did you choose?
I'm gonna use. You know what? Let's use Samonji.
Oh, not that psychopath. Not that psychopath fluff. I'm in love with my best friend, but I also have to murder him. Anyway, using Samonji, just fully drawing it out in its complete glory, its guardless glory, immediately fills the room in rain clouds. Where all you do is just shake the sword left and right a bit to then cause a downpour that just hits everyone, including you. Where it's getting rid of the blood on the ground and the walls. Not the ceiling, but the floor and the walls.
It's making a good dent in it.
Hopefully you're not wearing a wet t-shirt.
Hey, I'm indoors. I don't care. I'm busy reading. Talking to blacksmith.
We will get to you on that phone call last. Because while this rain is going, while Doll is just like, aw, my snack is gone. We're going now to Amatista with Zalas as they're able to find the mayor who is just doing their rounds in Jurogi with their Drider assistant. Where it's just, as soon as they're trying to talk, the mayor's just conversing to their assistant who's like, greetings once again, dear contractual workers for Gabriel Wallace. How may we help you today?
Yeah, while we were busy on a mission, my crew has taken care of that undead problem.
Mayor just talks to the translator / assistant who then is like, yes, we appreciate your service for that whole debacle. Have no idea how that occurred since we haven't really had a graveyard here in decades, but we appreciate the assistance.
And I think my crew deserves an actual reward because they're also even cleaning up the mess.
Yeah, we've been really working hard to get rid of that mess in the pier. Why am I lying to these people? The translator then speaks up for, of course, we will be sending payment through your associate, then make sure you're all compensated quite fairly. But I believe we also had a deal beforehand that I, along with the mayor on his behalf, would like to make sure we give you fair compensation for. So the mayor then just has his assistant / translator give you Amatista a How to Speak Gnomish 101 book as a side reward.
This would not normally be like something super exciting, but with Amatista, it's like, this is going to seem very on the nose considering what I am, But I can learn Gnomish now.
Oh dear lord, you're gonna be all jittery every night, aren't you?
You know me, I like learning new things.
No, I know, I know.
I still want to learn how to shoot a gun, though.
We're gonna work on that later. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Spider-Man. We'll just be taking our leave unless you... No, we're perfectly fine. Thank you for your service once again, and feel free to come back to Ormaquette whenever you desire. As the mayor and his assistant slash translator continue to make their rounds throughout the whole cavernous area. Those two are creepy. I'm not alone on this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. I just didn't want to seem as if I was going crazy.
If you were gonna go crazy, it would have probably been ages ago.
Well, I mean, when you put it... And before Zalas could even finish what he's saying, he just sees Deez's car sliding out from the pier area from rainwater still pouring down.
We left them unsupervised.
Yeah, we did.
You would think my best friend would not do this.
I think your best friend is a few chips short of a whole entire bowl.
We do not talk about this in front of her wife, though.
Oh, of course not. I don't feel like talking to Candace any more than I have to. So while Amy and Zalas have to deal with Deez not knowing how a rain sword works, Volin, you're having a conversation with Fabian, as I recall. How is that conversation going at this moment?
Well, I'm likely explaining to him in a somewhat revisionist way of how he broke his whip, which was entirely not his fault. He was busy trying to help the party take on this massive megalodon, only to have something go awry.
So,
And yeah,
what I'm really hearing right now is you got in a fight, you broke your fancy whip, and now you just need a new weapon, is what I'm hearing.
well, yes, and there was a modification that needed to be done to my arm that I neglected to mention when we first.
You want me to do modifications for an attachment that's already on your person by now?
Yes, but knowing your exceptional skill, I'm sure this would be a trivial matter for you to just install a piano into it.
You want me to install it when you're not even here?
Well, no, I'll come over. Obviously, I mean, gotta drop off.
What modifications do you need?
Well, for my arm, I need to have a piano installed, and
Easily
whip.
done.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what I figured with how good you are. Goddamn keyboard cat. As for the whip,
Right.
thinking that we might be able to maybe make a well, like a whip, but also a sword.
Do you have anything sharp as material I can add on to it, or...?
Check my inventory. Do I have anything that would possibly qualify for that?
Do you still have Mosen's Fang?
Yes, it is still on here. Okay, that'll work. I take out the Mosen's Fang, the dagger I've been holding on to for quite a while, and say, will this do?
You're not on like a camera or whatever. I don't know what you're holding.
Sorry. Mosen's Fang. It's a dagger I've been holding on to for a while.
I mean, I guess just send me the remains of your whip and I'll be able to use it. It's no big deal. Right now, I'm a little sad because I miss Tiny.
Yeah, we all missed him. Although, I think he was standing in a portal not too far from here. Very brief. So, he's busy
Well, he
doing his thing. Well, I think this is about, a day ago, when we came back after the whole blood and gore mess. I briefly saw Goldfish, and she crossed through a portal where I'm pretty sure Tiny was on the other side.
Are you telling me my best friend appeared and he wouldn't call me?
I'm sure he's very busy. I doubt it's personal.
He
Tiny.
ignored. I thought we were...
Oh, no, Cortez. That's not what I meant. I'm sure he's very busy with something.
He just
He's
wouldn't
not the kind of...
call. I thought we was friends, Tiny. What the...
No, there.
And then the line just drops from his tears hitting the end call sigil.
Oh, son of a bitch. I'm going to have to deal with that now. Fucking Fluff.
Just Fluff staring daggers like, you motherfucker.
I just made things very difficult for Fluff.
I already had plans, and now I have to fine tune them again whenever I get Tiny back.
Ruining content. Oh. I'm just gonna go over to the blacksmith and see if I can smooth things over. I gotta deliver this stuff anyway.
Oh, baby.
So I'm off to do that.
Yeah, I just remembered. I'm like, I know for sure Amatisa would be the one that made sure there's trees on both ships.
Yeah. So, for you, Volan,
Yeah, that's something.
coming up to see if you could find Amy, you're being hit by the monsoon because Deez does not know how to turn this off.
What the fuck? Why is there a sudden storm out here?
These.
I can't swim, Flynn!
Oh, for the love of...
These.
I fly off and I try to get Doll. Reduce her size if I have to, if it makes it easier for me to fish her out.
The only two people that are unaffected are the Stone Bros, because they're simian folk, but they're kind of part stone, so...
That's why they're called the Stone Bros.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot that'll affect giant rocks. Except, water. Erosion.
Alright, now, what's always with the rain, though? I'll need to know, Mum, what's with all the rain? Just saying this so casually while everyone else is just having a hard time. Murdani's running for cover because he's made a fire!
You know very well Amatisa swooping in and just carrying him away.
I don't know what the hell's going on! I just showed up! Someone explain this to me!
Well, it
The
would appear,
Juggernaut's
Go out of the
trying
water.
The Juggernaut's trying to kill me again.
well, it would appear
Ah,
that
son of a-
Deez has used something she has no control over. Again.
Damn it. catch doll. I toss doll in their direction while I fly off to D's.
You just see that Juque catches Doll with one hand because he's the big gorilla little brother, while Li Kuei is just. This is still quite a unsightly scene. Hey, what?
Uh-huh.
Gotta love it when people are unfazed during crisis situations. They're good and helpful. You know, like that dude.
Well, we're so used to literally a fucking smartass pulling shit.
I don't pull that much.
Not you.
Oh, not me. Okay.
They've had many a smartass.
I always just assume it's me.
Plus, they come from a hidden land that has a giant skeleton demon that will kill anyone if they come out at night. So,
We're gonna have to address that later.
I don't think that's an us issue.
that's an
Good.
ish them,
I don't
not
want to
an
deal with
ish
that.
you.
Thank God. Great. So, flying over to the D's, trying to land it, just flat my claws into the ground so that I don't go flying off anywhere. And go, D's, what the hell are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing?
Drowning us in a monsoon? Turn it off!
Can I try to turn it off?
Roll a d20, see what happens.
Okay.
Did I do that?
She ends up saying that, man.
That's a 16.
16. It's a little unstable. It's like it's getting there. But it's a little bit rattling in your hand. Like, you almost got it, but it's like,
Can I roll an assist?
Actually, you won't be the one that has to.
Oh, gods.
Someone that you despise actually just swoops in to stop it nonchalantly.
Yeah.
Someone I despise specifically?
Just
Baby.
as Deez is trying and, like, I don't know if I could stop this, you just see a glowing wand just do a small twirl to stop the rain mid-motion. As Vivi's flying on her broom, just very slowly whistling while reading a book, just super nonchalant, letting her hair flip over her shoulders. And then just gently glides Deez's hand to sheath the sword. Before just flipping her hair to hit Volan in the face.
I just hold my arm up before it does, and it smacks against my arm.
As soon as the sword is sheathed, she just twirls the wand again, and just the clouds disperse, and the rain just turns into mist to kind of fill the room in a bit of a fog. Kind of still revealing that the ceiling is still covered in gore.
What are
Guys,
you doing here?
I want
lost
to be
Jeremy.
here. No, she's actually in page 17. Just flips through the book, then just have her drop where Umi's like,
You okay, Umi?
What happened?
Monsoon.
the Juggernaut's training arc.
why me?
Because life is cruel, Umi. Go get some rest.
She just picks herself up to crawl back onto the ship while Vivi is just floating nearby, flipping through her book nonchalant, not even paying attention to anyone else.
Oh, I just eyes it. Well, I would normally appreciate the assistance. I can't help but wonder your motivation behind as to why.
Did you want your friends to die?
I wasn't about to let them die.
Oh, Joy, you actually want people to live this time. That's a surprise.
You know, you keep saying that like you know me, and yet I don't remember you.
Of course you don't, because who else mattered except the genius elemental extraordinaire, the great Agni Prince of our illustrious university, Mr. I'm gonna be the top of our whole graduating class.
You know, I never once declared myself any such thing. It's not my fault that my professor's fond of me.
Fond over? Or were you too busy just sleeping with the evocation professor?
Excuse you, I never did any such thing.
He doesn't have enough. What's the term? Riz.
I don't know
Oh.
what that term means.
Ooh.
Doesn't
Means
matter.
he can't pick up chicks.
I'm a Tisa!
You just got laid the other day.
God damn it, you two!
Help him.
Go find something else to deal with!
You are the thing to deal with. This is very spicy.
Off with you two!
Either
Mardani,
way,
are you okay?
I'm so. Why would this happen?
Hey, baby, it's okay.
I'm sorry
Jeez.
for
It's
Johnny.
Brandon.
Jeez, you have a shit ton of
Scary.
apologies to make. Go on. Shoot.
I'm gonna run around giving apologies to everyone.
You don't have to make extra apologies to Murdani. You could have
Abs-
killed him.
Absolutely.
Yes, very much so.
I expect apology cupcakes.
As long as there's no
Oh,
ukulele.
No, I'm the bard around here.
I'm not wishing for these to be like going to a camera with a ukulele with the fucking apology video in progress.
No, why are you bringing that bitch up?
Because it's the funniest fucking apology video I've ever known. Who the fuck decides to make a catchy song, an apology, to make it work? That's as bad as the Drake versus Kendrick Lamar beef we just had this year. How the fuck do you still incriminate yourself by saying you didn't sleep with Millie Bobby Brown, but you're still into kids?
What the fuck?
Don't even.
No. That just.
That beef was just hilarious. I'm sorry, just Drake was hilarious with how stupid he was.
Always been stupid.
Anyway, back to the story in progress. While Deez is doing her mini apology tour, it's just
And cupcakes.
handing out cupcakes, delicious old cupcakes.
That she made herself.
Vivi is still just giving the icy affair to Volan's heated offensive, because it's clear that she knows you, especially from your school days, but you have no recollection about her.
Look, whatever rumors you heard back when we were in school, I assure you were grossly exaggerated. And yet you still refuse to tell me. So why don't we just cut to the chase?
Cutting to the chase. Right. So, do you remember one of the overall classes that we were doing where you were struggling in Professor Viva's class in how to construct a wind spell of sorts to then encase it into a glass cube.
Random question, but let me think. I think so. It was a long time ago.
So, I actually was someone that was doing very well in the entire construction for that whole entire class that we were doing. I was on my way to get a pretty good grade for it. Then, I happened to notice that someone had a leering eye towards my notes to rip off my formula, to do the exact codex that I was doing to make a triplified format of it, and then decided to label it their own.
You're giving me a hard time because I crimped off your notes as a basis for my own formula.
I'm pissed because you stole my formula to get credit for something you didn't do.
I used your notes as a baseline. That's like saying an artist has ripped off another artist because they wrote a song inspired by theirs. It's not my fault that your formula was unimaginative, exceptionally safe. It didn't even
twirls the wand 3 times to actually open up 3 geysers beneath your feet to then put you in an ice prison that's actually solidified not by water but by poisonous fumes that acts like the moment you touch it sends out like a musical node that reacts to heartbeat, breathing patterns, and even brainwaves.
Well, I mean, if I'm encased in ice, I can't really do anything, can I?
Unimaginative. Me. You're just known for fire. The most basic fucking element that any magician can conjure. And you're saying, I'm basic.
Speaking of that basic element, can I melt the ice?
Oh, you could definitely try. I'm not stopping you.
Great. I'm gonna give that a go. But I'm not going to just melt it. I'm not even going to evaporate it. I'm going to atomize it.
Okay.
Do I need to make a roll?
Yes, you do. Because remember, there's poison inside of it.
Yeah, that's why I need to atomize it. I'm trying to take out the poison as well. I assume that's a mystic.
Yes, it is.
Well, that was a crit.
Add 2 to your mystic.
I will take that. Thank you. User. Master. 4.
So,
Alright.
for the first time in your life, Volan, you're able to see how to weave the ley lines to touch this spell to where right now it kind of hurts your head to do it because you're so used to the arcane, but it's so interesting to see that all of it kind of comes together in a nice scientific formula for you about how to break it down, but not in a dark way.
While tapping into that ley line magic, I start to heat up the surrounding area in a flash heat, increasing the temperature rapidly in that specific area for only a brief moment, just enough to be able to break the molecular bonds to go from solid to an immediate plasma and atomize and have the molecules atomize themselves. Not enough to burn anything around it, but enough to destroy themselves. To which Volan will just shake off what little bit of condensation may have been left and says, clearly you've been improving. What was that about a basic element of fire? It's hard to hear past that little ice cube you put me.
She just comfortably leers in disdain with you. Where if anyone wants to intervene with this could go on all day. They're sorcerers and sorceresses. They could do this all day.
Okay, can I do it since Captain?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so when Amatista comes back from making sure Donnie is in safe hands from having also a panic attack from almost dying, she walks in, sees you guys having your fucking dick sizing contest about magic, and she just just screams, "That's enough!"
Ow. God, bugs on that woman.
Her, I like.
Yeah, I bet you do.
You two either solve your issues without doing this shit, or I will end you both.
I'm not the one who's picking a fight here.
Do I make myself clear?
At this point, Doll just kind of rapidly gecko crawls over, wraps her tail around Vol, and starts dragging him away. Before he starts.
We can continue.
And you can tell, like, Amy's rage is being kind of triggered.
Hey, I'm cool, but I know before you guys go, I promised to give you all the hair treatments, so where's the little green one?
Making
mean
apologies.
Oh,
Huh?
I'm back from making apologies.
Do you have any cupcakes left?
By the way, over table,
Yes,
I am so sorry.
You're good. Trust me, you're more than
fine.
good.
You're fine.
We know it's just the game. It's not deep. You're fine.
I know, but I literally, like, felt like I
Lord,
really
it's
anger.
okay. It's okay.
If anything, it sounded good. If anything, it sounded good. Very convincing.
If it makes you feel better, I did something similar on the Sunday table with my Berserker.
Berserkers are mad. It's fine. That's how they are.
You're fine, Laurel. You're fine.
Anyone who gets offended by an angry berserker just doesn't know how to deal with berserkers.
This is the second time an argument's been ended by a Berserker this week.
But
It happens a lot.
all Vivi does is conjure up a chair and a table, and it's like, who wants to get a makeover first? Because I want to make sure you're looking great when you're leaving.
Bullen just shakes Doll's tail off of him and goes over to Batista. You know, you're pretty quick to blame me for this when she's the one who cased me out.
I tried keeping him alive, but he just wants to keep dying.
I'm not.
Little green one. Bird girl.
Bees, why don't you go first?
Sure, I'll go first.
Okay, girly. As she puts her hair in a giant ponytail, what are we doing today?
Bullen's going to keep a very close eye on her magics to see if she's doing anything other than the hair.
And Doll's gonna be looming over behind him to keep him in check.
Just takes out the mom braid and just lets the whole long L'Oreal hair down. So what are we doing, Little Green? What are we doing?
Can I make a recommendation?
Of course, sweetie.
Let's give her a different hair color because she gets recognized a lot, and we don't need her doing that.
I mean, when you look like this, it's gonna be hard for people to forget you. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, are we thinking like a neon to match those eyes?
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Okay, we have neon blue, we have neon purple, we have neon pink. Just holding up these 3 spheres.
I identify them.
Okay.
I block his eyes.
It's paired up.
I bat it all away.
They're just magic
Roland.
dye.
Bolin,
Making sure. What?
you gotta trust me, okay?
I trust you just fine.
And you need to calm down.
What colors are we working with, girl? I need to know.
Let's go with pink because it matches the eyes.
Okay. And just has 2 of them poofed, then crack open the sphere to let the dust swirl around your hair as she conjures up a bowl of water without the bowl, just letting it sink in as she massages around all the follicles to the scalp. Are we looking for any kind of hairstyle to go with this, or like what are we looking for?
I'm glad that I'm not physically in front of a table because I'd just be looming over it with a D20 in my hand, just ready to go.
So what are we looking for as a hairstyle? I needs to know.
And if you want, I can see if I can get to my partner's Pinterest for recommendations for hair.
Oh
I
no,
was gonna say
me and Anne have already talked about it. I just wanted her to role play it. Because above table, it's basically using this hairstyle itself, but with this coloring, as we've gone over in a long VC after session.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that conversation.
It was a very lengthy one about how we're gonna figure out this new look. Oh, that's what it looks like from the side. Okay, that makes it so much easier. Hold on, I found it from the side to make it even better.
Yeah. Okay. It's basically just a ponytail with long bangs. Just style the bang. Or is it a long ponytail with a side?
Yeah, it's like
I would call it a ponytail with a side bun with long bang. If I were to describe it.
a side bun.
Well, I think the other side of her hair is still long and loose, right? It's only like
Yeah,
pulled taut
but
on the other side.
yeah, but without like the tuft, it would be just like it's a long ponytail, but then it just has small hair loops down.
Yeah, because with hair like that, you can't catch every single massive strand. Some of them would end up loose.
Wouldn't those
Yeah.
long strands be just either hair extensions or just loose hair?
It could be, depending on how you know a stylist, but it's usually just loose hair loops, for the way that I've known from a cosmetologist, where it's like trying to connect, but it falls apart, in a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Right now, I have long, messy hair. I say long.
but I can't get every single thing that bugs me when that's similar to that. So it's like, yeah, that's it. That's me. Sorry, smelling like that.
This urban fantasy table is now talking about hair, guys. How are you feeling this Tuesday?
Flippin' test.
We cover every single spectrum on this table.
Oh yeah. But like, how in your words do you describe this, Anne? Because I know we've talked about it back and forth away from the table, but it's like, how would you describe it to Vivi?
I guess I would say, a ponytail in the back and some long bangs in the front.
Okay, we can make this work. We're gonna definitely make this work. Want me to paint your nails at the same time?
Sure.
What color are the nails gonna be for this?
You know what? Let's also go with pink.
Just a pink girly. If I was gay, I'd be all over you. As she does all of that to set the whole pace, she is now just doing up your hair just all the way that you're asking, while also having some magical hands just go with painting your nails, giving you basically a mani-pedi while painting up your nails, then also apply like a whole mud mask and everything, giving you like the full 5-star treatment for skincare and hair treatments, making sure your cuticles are all taken care of and whatnot. Whole process takes about, like, I would say a good hour and 15 from how lengthy it all is, where when it comes out, it's exactly the depiction of what you asked for, along with pink nails, but from how it's settling to also go with your class aura, it has, like, for your ring finger, where your wedding ring is, it has a spiral of gray, or silvery gray, that interlocks with that one, as if it's matching up with your abilities. So, do we love it? Do we love it?
I love it. Thank you.
Hey, I always like a good, satisfied customer. But who is next? I needs to do more because I want you to look fabulous. She's still floating on the broom. She has not left that fucking broom even once.
Scribbling all this down as notes. How long this is taking, what she's using.
I guess I'll go next.
Oh, come here, bird girl. Come here. Sit that tush in the chair. Decides to do the whole process again, to have your hair already in the tub while presenting choices. What are we doing with all of this? This gorgeous mane of hair.
I would like to dye it a dark red.
Dark red, okay. Anything in particular? Like what shade of red? Are we looking for crimson, burgundy, just regular, sunset?
Burgundy with a black throated.
Okay,
You know,
love
try to
it.
wait.
What are we doing with the nails? We're just gonna leave the nails alone.
Hmm, probably just need them filed and trimmed a bit.
Oh, no problem. No problem at all. Does the whole process where, without the whole bells and whistles, it only takes about an hour alone to get it all done. Where when you're coming out, you looking pretty fresh, looking pretty all right, with your nails looking very nicely filed. But with your ring finger, looks like it's blood red, but almost like there's ancient barbaric runes racing down your ring finger, almost like an indicating marker for your own aura class right there.
That looks cool.
I do great work. I do amazing work. I aim to impress and please. What about you, tall, slender, and shaky? You want something?
Talking about you, Fluff.
What?
Doll.
What?
She wants to know if you
You-
want a makeover.
What?
What you just saw Deez and Amatista go through. He's saying all this while he's still jotting down notes. She's offering the same services to you.
I don't know what that is.
Do you want to be pampered? Is pretty much what she's asking. Which I
Is it
think you
pampered?
do need.
Is a panther nearby?
No.
Oh, she's
You know
adorable.
how when you got your transformation, I comforted you, and I made sure like all your scales looked nice and everything.
Uh-huh.
She's going to do something like that.
Oh. Oh, is that the day we took off?
Yes.
Sure, I've never done that before.
It'll be fine, based off of my observation.
Sit with me.
She just kind of typically goes over.
You're gonna need a entire scale polish. I learned this from a very lovely dragonborn that I dated a while back. Just relax. Lock eyes with me. It's all gonna be fine. Just keep locking eyes with me.
She follows the instructions.
As she takes your hands while you're looking into her eyes, you're seeing that they're glowing a soft sky blue. Before I continue, what does the color sky blue do for Doll?
It reminds her of her home, even though she's been dissing it a lot here and there. It reminds her of better times with the siblings that she got along with. Earlier days before everything went crazy for her. So, it kind of reminds her of hope.
Wonderful. Because you're going to be having that
And
feeling on. Yes, continue.
I was just saying, just hope and tranquility. That's it.
Great. Because that's going to be a feeling you're going to have for the next 58 minutes in story. Or when it's done, you don't even notice that there were full-blown cooling lines of steaming water racing across every one of your scales. Where when it was finished, you didn't even notice that the steam water was used to actually go into the crevices of each and every scale to actually clean from within to make it sparkle on the outside. So when it's all finished, you ending up just dazzling without a lot of work put in that you know of. Because when you stand up, you're just able to see you look extremely clean.
Double down.
I've never been this shiny. As dog just kind of just tackle his baby. Thank you.
Aw, you precious little baby. It's okay.
I've been wanting to ask you something.
What is it, sweetie?
You said you had a friend with a similar marking like mine. She points to her rem flower. Could I get to ask you later and learn more about them?
Unfortunately, she kind of left recently. She found what she was looking for, apparently, and just went on a whole trip for herself, so.
Well,
Although she did say something if I were to see someone with your Ren flower. She was saying that if they're gonna look for me, I'm gonna be not that far behind, or something to that effect. I don't know.
That's not cryptid or mysterious.
I don't know, sweetie. I'm just the messenger.
Thank you. She just has a big old toothy smile.
Just the most precious thing. Well, I would do something for your watery friend, but she looks like she's just having a whole entire existential crisis on your ship, just pointing at Umi, who's just rocking back and forth after the monsoon.
Worry about that later.
And I don't see the pretty boy, so I guess I'm gonna be on my way. But if you ever need my services again, just digs through her cleavage to take out a business card to hand to Ametista. My rune's right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then, after just nonchalantly flipping her hair out of a bun to covertly flip Volan the bird, she just flies out of the pier.
Mystic check!
While he's doing that, Doll's just gonna skid over and just add the second contact information into the new ice tone.
Okay, do your mystic check.
I'm doing the mystic check on the business card just to make sure there isn't a tracking spell or anything else on that damn thing.
I thought you were mystic checking her as she was leaving, bro.
No, I'm not gonna mystic check. Look, I'm not the one who drew first blood. It was her.
He's just like, I'm gonna mystic check that ass.
Mystic checking no ass, especially not hers. Not yet. 12.
Oh,
12?
12.
Have a 1 deduction from your mystic, but it just seemed like a normal card.
Ametista, may I have a quick look at that card?
not with it. And we get her room.
I'm not going to look at the rune. I want the name. That's it.
You just take the card, look it over a little bit to see that the name is written in both Infernal and Elvish.
That's
Which reminds me,
clever.
Laurel,
Clever.
Amatista can read Infernal, right?
Let me double check.
Not the self. Add a language section into the
What?
character.
Where would that be under? Features. Needs me.
Proficiencies in training. You're looking at the D&D Beyond sheet. Lower left.
You do speak Infernal.
Yep.
Common, Draconic, Infernal, and Venturos.
And soon Gnomish.
And soon Gnomish.
Gonna be speaking
Very much
5 language in this bitch.
Very much looking forward to that.
But for Amatista, before you gave the card away, you saw that the name written is Vivian Vivi Capulet.
I can't even read her name. Either she enchanted it so that I specifically couldn't, or it's just a coincidence. I hand the card back.
So for anyone
Well,
that...
again,
Oh, go ahead, guys.
she has a strong dislike to you.
Yeah, no kidding.
So
I think I picked up on that when she encased me in ice and you all got mad at me for it.
I wasn't mad at just you.
I wasn't the one
Did
trying
I
to pick a
only
fight.
yell strictly at you?
Well, I don't like being lumped in when she's the one who picks the fight with me.
I wasn't mad. I was just trying to make sure you didn't get more in trouble.
And frankly, we don't need more of a mess. And plus, we don't need somebody getting hit by accident.
You have so little faith that I would hit someone on accident.
When you are in a fucking tizzy, it's a possibility. You have to think of the possibilities.
You just
I-
broke your back.
Colin just shakes his head.
And you already had a rough time when we were in the underground, so
Whatever.
it was pretty much what I was doing was trying to protect your ass.
My ass was fine. Appreciate the
I have a
sentiment.
feeling it wouldn't have been.
Look, I wasn't going to go to blows with her. I wasn't particularly interested in it.
Yeah, but I have a feeling she would have kept going.
I would have backed
As much
off.
as he
Really going
is
to go that
nice
far.
to at least us, because even though we know you,
She doesn't have a beef with you.
exactly.
But she seems to have a long beef with you from what? How do you say it? Skull? Skull?
School.
That.
I don't have any answers to that. I don't even know who she is. I can't even read her damn name.
I could tell you, but I feel like I shouldn't.
Really helpful. Thanks so much.
Well, mainly because I don't know if she wants you to know.
She doesn't want me to know. But you're respecting her wishes over mine, so what else am I supposed
Hey,
to say?
I do
other
shit
than
that involves consent. I don't do the don't give somebody information without consent unless heavily needed for a job.
yeah, fine, whatever. That doesn't necessarily help me.
I will tell you at least a hint. It starts with the letter V. Go through your your yearbooks and figure it out.
You think I have? I never graduated. Okay.
You never bought a yearbook, though.
No. Look, I left school because I thought I killed somebody. I ran away. There wasn't time for a yearbook.
Okay. Here's a hint. I at least gave you. But can you tell me who you thought you killed?
Wasn't a woman. I don't say that much.
It wasn't
But
that woman?
no, trust me, I would have remembered. I'm trying to just give me a second while I look up his name. It just jumped out of my head. I even looked it up
Belvedere.
too. Belvedere. Belvedere. Do I have a last name?
You never said a last name, funny enough.
I guess I never brought it up. His name was Belvedere. I never knew his last name. We weren't exactly close. Look, long story short, he was a bully, and I lost my temper, and I thought I killed him. That's it. End of story. I didn't have friends back then.
Do you want me to give you some anger management tips? Because that could save your ass.
I'm not
It's a
angry.
barbarian thing, okay? I even
appreciate-
struggled with my anger.
I appreciate it. But it's not a matter of anger. I lost control of my power. I'm different. I don't lose control of my magic because I have a little bit of an
Well,
upset factor.
you're kind of still back there again because of what had happened with how the world is now working.
Yeah, well, it turns out Balvadesh didn't even die. And I ran off and did all of this for nothing. So yeah, it's a little bit of a shock to my system, and I'm still processing it. But she, as far as I know, has nothing to do with any of it. I don't know who
You
she
want, I
is.
can look into her a bit more.
Valen,
Yes, Dawn.
But
I think you're looking too narrow. You keep mentioning only certain parts. When she brought up certain parts of different things, she never mentioned you killing anyone. She mentioned you taking something that sounded like her honor. You might be looking at something from your past only one way and maybe adding it to another thing. Maybe take a step back and look it over.
hence why I'm recommending one of the times I'm meditating, you join me, okay?
Fine.
Because, again, it could at least recall some things that you may have missed, but also improve on your mental health as a whole.
My mental health improves when I'm studying.
Overworking is going to kill you one of these days. I
Straight
used to work in
fireballs.
the black market. I should know.
A straight ice bolt's gonna kill me one of these. Not reading books.
Ever heard of overexertion?
Sure. It's happened quite a few times.
And if you push yourself to a certain point, you can die.
I appreciate that you're worried.
I worry about you guys like you are family. Because may have a rough fucking upbringing before I had my adoptive family, but that has built me more character than anything. And if I know one thing is, yes, I may be rough on people, but I have my moments where I am just more wanting to look after you guys.
That and that, I just want to pay you guys back for all the nice stuff you've done.
I don't need to pay any of us back.
Yeah.
As if we wouldn't do the same for the rest.
Yeah, that's why I'm always on bugging you. And telling you, as Doll actually gets a little bit of confidence pokes your shiny talon on against your chest, very lightly, telling you to take a break.
And
What?
you forget, I'm also somebody who loves to learn stuff. You can rely on me on trying to help you do research.
What's good a mentor if they keep stressing or dying? I need my mentors.
All right, all right, all right. Girls, you made your point.
Do you
You on your
promise?
yes. Join you on
Pinky
your
promise?
meditation. Uh,
I'll hit you with
I
the
actually
Pokeball
have
balls.
to do that. She just pulls out the eyes like, you're too big for that.
She still does it.
Oh, you're way too big for that to work.
She leans down.
Okay, now it just looks weird.
And when I'm also doing the meditation with Bolin, you can join in because that might help you as well.
That's probably actually a good idea.
Please.
If you guys want, I can always set up a group meditation.
Meditation's never really been.
And she just reaches into her cleavage, pulls out a rose quartz necklace, and hands it to Bolin. I've been working on this because I've been worrying about your mental health and energy.
What is that? Quartz? It's a quartz necklace. Rose colored. Is it supposed to mean something? Drawn a blank.
Volin, I need you to roll a d20 for me, because I just remembered something.
Wait, I'm dead. Oh, God, 6.
6. So, for those that may or may not remember about a small thing that was cropping up beforehand, Volin has unchecked magic inside of him, along with the intertwining auras that are clashing inside of his system, where as you're looking at the rose quartz and everything is starting to follow suit, you feel like there's a tightening in your chest.
Immediately check my arm and see if it's gone limp.
Arm's fine, but your vision
What?
is starting to get a little bit distorted, where it's flickering from the prime material to starting to see various other places, other realities, other realms. You're getting a little bit lightheaded, you're getting a little dizzy, getting a little off kilter.
Someone catch me.
Doll wraps her tail around him, snake style.
This lasts for a good couple of minutes before you're able to regain a sense of self, but this is a sign that something is building inside of you that needs to be checked soon.
Shake my head and try to regain my faculties, realizing that I was caught by Doll's tail. Like, thank you, Doll. I'm back. Sorry.
I'm still gonna hold you just a little bit more.
Regain my footing. Try to show Doll that I'm able to stand. Reassure her.
He doesn't believe you.
Then he just frowns at her. Doll. Come on. I'm not made out of porcelain.
No, you're made of paper.
I'm not made out of paper either. I just smell like paper and ink, apparently.
Hearing the sounds, she lets go, seeing that you're back to yourself.
There we go. Thanks. Something's happened. I don't know what. But I'm gonna have to find out. Hopefully we're gonna have enough peace and quiet for me to be able to do that.
And you just jinxed.
Hey! You pointing out I jinxed is what jinxes it.
Says a jinx.
Well, throw some salt over your back and that'll solve the problem.
Mm-mm.
Me, mm-mm.
Salt is, waste valuable material.
Valuable material. It's salt. It's
Salt is
literally in the water.
It's exotic. Waste exotic spices.
From this whole debauchery, Zalas finally shoots off a gun to hit the ceiling to get everyone's attention.
Ah, gee. What the hell?
Oh, good. We finally stopped doing the whole old married couple routine. So, can we get the fuck out of here?
You could just say something. We're not deaf.
I mean, the way Amy describes the two of you, it's kind of hard to believe.
I am always listening to my surroundings. Thank you very much.
I can't hear anything.
It'll pass.
So,
What?
are we gonna leave? Because I don't want people to think that we're gonna clean the ceiling. I want to get the fuck out of here. This place gives me the creeps.
Hey, I'm perfectly content with that, but it ain't my call. Batista?
I was asking my love over here.
Well, we did finish the job.
We did. There's no real reason for us to stay anymore, is there?
What?
Signal the doll to just be quiet and follow, assuming she can read sign language.
No.
Well, then I'm just signing for no reason.
Oh, thank God we can go home, so I can get the fuck away from this. This place gives me like a very evil vibe.
Yes, creeps and jitters. You said as much.
So as Zalas boards with the Stone Bros, who have just been in the background this whole time, by the way, are just standing by the gangway. It's just a matter
They just vibing.
Oh yeah, they just vibing. They're unfazed at this point. But what do you guys want to do as a team?
Well, I do have to figure out what this whole rose quartz necklace thing means that Ametista spent all this time on, because he really doesn't understand its meaning.
It's to pretty much help him calm down a bit. It's like, think of the actual purpose of rose quartz. But with the amount of time she put into like making sure it fits nice at a spot where it's going to be not too close to his neck. Like, she put a lot of effort into making it. It's going to help him channel his thoughts a bit better. Like, when he's thinking about multiple things at once, no. The ones that he needs to be thinking out in that moment is going to be more clear than before.
That'll certainly be a nice help.
It's pretty much an ADHD zone.
Yeah, ADHD zone. So needed. Well, Volan's going to notice the amount of meticulous detail that's put into it. He's just got an eye for those kinds of things. So there's no way he's going to say no. So he's going to put it. he's going to pick out Matista for this.
Mm-hmm.
He clearly put a lot of work in it.
Of course. If I notice something, I always try to find my own ways to help, and I just so happen to know a lot about crystals and what kind of energy to put into things in order to amplify.
That is a good skill to have. I use in this kind of situation. Let's get going. I need to catch up on my reading. There's so many more books now that I have to get through. And
But make sure you take a break, okay?
I'll sleep an extra hour. That'll put me up to 3 hours.
I don't know what's being said, but I feel like he's trying to make an excuse.
I'm also
make
being
sure.
sarcastic. I actually
I'll check
sleep.
in, though.
I don't mind if you check. It's not like I lock my door. Well, there's one time I locked my door, but Deez isn't with her wife right now, so I don't think I'll have to worry about that.
I just imagine Deez is too busy admiring her new hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, Deez ain't into this lovey-dovey shit. Check out my neon hair. Blonding? What nonsense is this? My hair glows in the dark.
Yeah, it just shows that Amy was pretty much being rough on Volan because she is like, I see Volan as a sibling. I must protect sibling.
And that's starting to click in. Because it's not something that he really realized until pretty much now. It's just like, damn it, these people actually care about me. What am I supposed to do about that now? The last people who cared about me, I ran off on them.
So, gang, what's the plan? You guys gonna try to stick around anyway, or take off for home?
Hell's home, man. Got nothing more of this place.
I mean, worst case scenario, we can come back.
Yeah, we could. It's a bit of a trek to get here, though.
You just gotta find a plane nexus, but you need a half djinn to find them.
Or, you know, we could be an ass and plant a tree somewhere.
I don't think it's good. Not in this upfield place.
Probably wouldn't work anyway. I don't think there's any soil.
There is soil, but let's
If
just
anything, Amethyst will channel it through the fucking underground.
let's just say that there are certain mysteries about Ormaquette, like that living city that Fluff tried to talk to me about away from the table, that makes Ormaquette kind of just know Amy's familiar with the trees in Old Olto, so you won't be able to be on the top side, but you guys will be able to be in the Old Olto side of things.
No magic.
What do you mean, no magic? It's just
Isn't
not
that-
current magic.
Well, yeah, no current magic. I'm
Hey,
still
current
severely
magic.
I'm still severely
if-
handicapped by that.
If we really need to get through there, we know also our way out of Old Otos,
Yeah, I guess that's true.
like in multiple ways.
Yeah, that is true. I guess that's
That
not
is-
bad.
That and they welcomed us back.
Yeah, I guess we did part on good terms. That's a nice change of pace. Better than the last place we left.
I think I vote that. I think we're having that.
I mean, we didn't leave on poor terms. It's just that we left the city in ruin.
The whole
We're talking about
peninsula
the-
is gone, my guy. What the fuck do you mean?
Well, look, that's me saying it the nice way. Technically, that's not our fault, but still, we did leave it like.
Strider, my friend, I have no idea what you're talking about. There's no place that on the map that you're describing.
There isn't?
It's
Not
gone.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Ooh.
Somebody to upgrade. Yeah.
Ooh.
It's shiny.
You have a table of people with ADD and ADHD. We just see a shiny, and we're like, ooh.
I don't have either of those, but it's still pretty rock.
I just like gems.
Yeah, it's an amethyst.
It is an amethyst.
I have a rose quartz in my money bag.
Laurel got all the gems.
She's just got a bag of rocks, doesn't she?
Sometimes.
I'm
That's
sorry,
important.
I'm autistic. What more do you expect?
Not much.
I'm autistic too. I ain't got no bag of rocks. Then again, I did have a shit ton of rocks in the past.
I'm just
I
imagining
don't
the
know
jar.
how many beach rocks I have.
I'm genuinely just imagining the jar of dirt scene, but I got a bag of rocks. I got a bag of rocks.
And guess what's inside of it?
Rocks?
Anywho.
Oh, I've ruined the fun.
No, you didn't. You didn't. I'm just like, I gotta get back on track. Not now, ADD.
Yeah.
So, what's the consensus? Like,
Go home.
okay.
Yeah, go home.
Go
Okay.
home. Yeah, just go home. We're gonna go home. Dee's misses her wife. I miss my books.
You guys have you guys have relics that could either go
Yeah, we do
in
need
the-
to get those identified.
Yeah.
We have traumatized crewmates.
Yeah, they're
That's
going to need some
unrelated.
counseling. A lot of maybe,
That-
but it's still a problem to deal with.
Or
Yeah, well, okay.
are I don't know. Are artifacts.
True.
Yeah, we do need to get those identified.
All right.
But we do need to go to the next day, so Amatista actually has a functioning arm.
That is true. So, you guys are
During the travels, I'm going to call. Come on, brain, you can remember her name. Fuck.
You got it. You got it. I believe in you.
No shit. It's gone and it's not in my notes.
It
Why do I
starts
have
with a
kit in my
C.
Cypher?
There we go. Put it in your notes.
I'm doing it right now. Why the fuck isn't she in here? I've got Kit down too, and I don't have Cypher?
Because she's a code that you have yet to crack.
Oh, you did not just do that.
You dick.
Right.
So, you guys are gonna be. Well, it's gonna be like a day's travel away from Ormaquette, because I don't think you guys want to be anywhere closer to this perpetual dark island base. Because this place is weird.
And we navigate.
We've been here one day too many.
We navigate to give it a wide berth as we get out of here.
Oh yeah, that's what's gonna take a full day to get the fuck away. So, I will say you guys have a full rest, aka a long rest for all you D&D fans out there. Meh.
Excuses for using a system. That's unfair and mean. I'm sorry.
I wasn't thinking it was unfair and mean. I'm just thinking I'm still throwing shit at Wizards of the Coast because they deserve it.
Hey, sure.
But upon waking for Amatista, describe your new crystallized arm.
So let me first go off and flip the window I got this inspiration from. Because I'm going to also post a picture of the window.
The window.
When she wakes, the arm that lies in her wake is this mainly pink, purple, pink, and red gradient down with a bunch of black vines twisting and making it look like it is made out of stained glass almost. But you can see the pulsation and flow of the gradients moving up and down her arm, kind of like a lava lamp. But it's clear as day, it's just the crystal being fully alive still in her arm. She tries to move a bit, and she has full articulation again. And her fingertips look like she can cut somebody. And she just keeps glancing at it as it shines. It's glowing. It's not just alive, it's glowing right now, as if it finishes itself to end with like black fingertips. A nice sized purple stone also like appears where her elbow meets, and as it also looks like it creeps up a bit more on her flesh. He just goes, the fuck? Babe, wake up.
What's going on?
Look at my arm.
I thought I heard crystals being broken in the middle of the night. I just thought you were making more necklaces.
You know I stopped doing that in the middle of the night so you can sleep.
You can't blame me for thinking you were following your passions.
This is true. But it wasn't like this last night.
No, it was not. How the fuck?
Did I tell you this crystal thing was alive?
3 times before I went to bed.
You were probably still exhausted.
Maybe. But what we're gonna do when we let the others know about your fancy new arm. Well, granted, I think this is prettier than that silver doodad that Volan had just painfully put on his stuff.
The thing
Jealous
is,
'cause he
I
doesn't.
only felt a bit of pain when it fused onto my arm the first time. This doesn't hurt.
Very, very interesting. Well, we should still probably check in to see a lot of things, so let me just open up the window to see what's going on. Where, as soon as Zalas is getting out of bed to check the surroundings from you guys' window, there seems to be a lot of mist and fog surrounding you guys. Does the party want to get together on the top deck to see what's going on?
I mean, Boland's reading. I don't think he would have noticed.
Fair enough. What about the rest of the party?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll go knock on Volan's door on the way.
Boland opens his door. Please.
Volan. We're meeting on the top deck because it's something's going on outside.
Let me, look outside and see the fog. We're assembling because it's foggy.
Yes.
Alright, hang on. Just go grab my bag and scoop up Blake. Just in case we need him to fetch a book later. And just closes the door. Alright, let's go.
What about you, doll? You didn't say anything.
She's already outside using control water just to make snow.
So you and Umi are the big kids just trying to make snow out of a fog.
She's never seen
Allah.
fog. She has never seen fog this dense, and this is the first time she's accidentally created snow. I'm enjoying this. For once, I'm enjoying this.
For the love of God. Doll!
She's pretending not to hear you yell, because she's doing nothing wrong.
While Umi's jumping into your snow pile like, this is so much fun.
Girls, we don't know if it's safe.
We never know if anything's safe.
That is no
Yeah.
excuse to play with it.
I'd rather help Umi relax after the trauma she felt.
Speaking of traumatized
Where are the
people,
others?
Oh, no.
Damn it!
I love how I always do that.
I hate it.
I love
Murdani
it.
is freaking out trying to look at the map, but he is, for the first time in a long time since you guys have known him, he looks lost.
What's up, Murdani?
It doesn't make any fucking sense. We were just navigating. I thought I felt a plane nexus just opening up somewhere, and I thought we were gonna be fine, just sailing through the night. There was no problem. The winds were good, and this is not on any part of the map.
Okay, where were we last charted?
We were charting to go towards a Tempest Nexus. It was going to be a fast point to get us back home. But this is not on the map. This is not on the fucking map, Vault. Then just grabbing your collars. This is not on the fucking map!
Slowly place my hands on top of his. Calm down. It's not going to make a difference. Right? You are an experienced navigator. You know more about this than even I do.
Experienced this fog. It came out of nowhere.
We're going to determine the cause of it. It could be natural, it could be magical in nature, but what's important is that we retrace our steps to figure out where it came from and when it went.
How can you retrace steps in a fog?
Not helping, doll!
I'm only doing what you do.
Try to trace back to our last known location. And then,
I've been doing that for the last 2 hours. Me and Juque
And-
have been trying to fly out of it, but we're back in the same spot.
okay. That tells me that we may be caught in a magical trap. Did we cross the Nexus point before all of this happened?
No!
So we didn't even arrive at the Nexus point. We got caught before that happened.
It was another
Is there
7 hours away!
land beneath us?
It's their land. Doll. I want you to come with me. Come with. You
No,
see
no,
over
no,
the fucking
no,
railing? No. See over the fucking railing? What the fuck do you see?
Fog.
Yes! Fog! Let's go to the other fucking railing. Let's go to the railing. Let's go to the fucking railing.
You know what? I'm gonna test something.
No,
She just
wait,
has-
doll, don't!
She ties a rope. That's all right. That's just something. It just.
I already knew that's what she was doing. I timed it after her. I immediately knew where she was going with it too.
It's like, okay, I said a
Oh, you
stupid.
could get eaten by a sea monster.
I'm gonna make damn sure she doesn't.
It's a bit of a long fall. Goes for like a 50-foot, 100-foot, 200, 400.
How long is that rope?
It's gonna snap soon. 800.
I catch that rope, swing it around, and slow it down before it snaps. Slowing her descent before she snaps the rope. It ain't a bungee cord.
As she would snap it to. She has an instinct that something interesting might happen to her.
Yeah, it's called getting. Take it from me, it's not fun.
But as you guys were saving Doll, because you guys got 1,000-yard rope for the Firebird for stuff like this, that didn't even reach a point to where you could even see the land beneath or even know if there's water. It's just fog everywhere. It's as bad as a Silent Hill game out here.
Was I able to slow Doll's descent?
You were.
Where when the rope gets... Okay. Lie down to Doll, looking mighty angry at her. What were you thinking? This is not a bungee cord!
I was seeing how far we were meant to be high.
Doll, there's a very good chance that this fog is magical in nature. Now climb your butt back up there, and let's work this out with sense, not reckless endangerment. You could have fallen forever, for goodness sakes.
She just blinks at you. As she brings out her claws right against the rope.
Okay, actually, you know what? Let's have you not climb the rope with those claws, which might cut them by accident. Just... I can't believe I have to do this. First thing in the bloody morning. I shrink her down, fly her up.
She kicks you to the side as she trusts her body to try and unfurl the wings that have been itching this entire morning.
Oh no.
That's what I was.
Wait, she has wings?
Oh no.
What do you mean, oh no?
Oh no.
Oh, how I hate this. Do I notice these wings?
You notice that the tattoos on the back are being forcibly dispelled.
Shit.
When they're shattered from the back, I will say that for like half of Doll's face, it's not Doll in control of half of her mind when they're released. As in free fall from kicking off from you, the wings are not popping out.
God damn it. Dive after her.
As you are just diving after Doll, where Doll right now is locked in a mental prison of sorts, we're gonna end the session there.
Oh, you've got to be kidding.
Yay! Tension.
What a way to
Next
kick
time,
off
we'll
September. What a way to
Sorry,
kick
not
off
quite.
September. Just, you guys finish up a job, you're in a mysterious fog, and Doll's just like, what's this about understanding if there's danger? Who the fuck said anything about safety? And we got some new looks.
Yes, good for them. Good for each and every single person who received it.
Oh, this stuff gonna be coming for you soon. Do not worry. Do not stress.
I only worry what it is. Be a frozen ice cube for my head.
You don't know. But right now, the whole big question is, what is the randomness involving the mist? Where are you guys actually? What is happening? We will find out about that next week. So, thank you all so much for watching. We appreciate you all coming out. You're an amazing crowd, no matter if you guys are watching the VOD, watching the best ofs that will be coming out this October from here on out, and many other things. But make sure you guys be good people, make great choices, and is it Turn Up Tuesday yet? Have a good one.